Alright, hoglins have been added in Minecraft 1.16 Java Edition. They are a good food source. They turn into cooked pork chops when they are killed by fire or lava. So I have created a farm that gives you a metric ton of cooked pork chops and leather. So let's dive straight into how to build this. Alrighty, so the blocks you will need to build this monstrosity of a farm is roughly 1008 spawning blocks, 144 trapdoors of any type, just don't use iron, 60-ish lava sources, or buckets of lava, 144 signs, and also 144 hoppers, and also about 5,000 glass, or just any block that you want for a barrier so stuff doesn't fall off the edges, and also to control the drop chute of where stuff falls, which in my case I am using glass, but you can use cobblestone. Just don't use TNT or wood, okay? Just don't use those two blocks. Now, how you want to build this is on top of the nether roof. Now, you might be wondering, how do you get on top of the nether roof? Well, I'm not gonna tell you how. I'm gonna just give you a link in the description on how to find the nether roof and how to get on top of it, because it's gonna be too long of a video if I tell you otherwise. Either way, so let's dive straight into how to build this monstrosity. Alrighty, so there is a specific biome in Minecraft that you will need to find for this mob farm to work. You're going to need to find yourself a crimson forest. Now, how you know you found a crimson forest is if you find these crimson trees, okay? Or crimson these things, I don't know, crimson mushrooms. You need to find these, and also you can tell by your F3 menu where it shows biome Minecraft crimson_forest. And from there, if you have anything in the nether roof, okay, if you have anything you built in the nether roof, get away from whatever you built so stuff doesn't spawn. So in my case, right here I'll be fine. Now, in your F3 menu, you're going to press F3 again, and you're going to see, for example, I'm on block 40, 128. 597. You're going to want to pay attention to the block 128, which is your height. Okay, so 128, and then if we get onto here, it's 129. So we're going to want to build a pillar going straight up from 128 to 188 to make sure nothing spawns anywhere, okay? So let's just real quickly build up to 188, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so we're here at 188 blocks in the air. Now, this is gonna be where our platforms are for spawning. Also, I think we might be too close. Yeah, I built this a little too close, just for comfort, okay? But this'll just be the edge of it, okay? So, once you get up to here, okay, this'll be where your torches are, which, the torches will be on the edge. And then let's just replace this block with a different one, just for you, okay? We're gonna replace it with, let's just put one of these new stems down, okay? Now you're gonna want to build off 6 blocks in this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, you can use any block you want. Just don't use TNT, gravel, sand, anvils, and stuff along that line. Use building blocks, okay? So as you see here, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 block area. Now, that is the distance of the torch scaring the mobs. Now you're going to find yourself a trap door. Again, use any trap door besides an iron trap door, okay? And you're going to want to put a trap door here, okay? And then you're going to just go over and put the other side on, okay? Which you're just going to want to do that. Put 2 blocks down past the trap door. And then you're gonna have a 2-block area, just like so, okay? And what these trapdoors are for, okay? The mob thinks that the trapdoors are full blocks. Since it thinks they're full blocks, it wants to get away from the light. So it comes over to here, and again, these are full blocks, and these are not where the special light are. So they walk onto here, and they fall down to their doom and die. That's basically how that works. Then we're going to go over and build the next layer, okay? And again, it's going to be 7 blocks long, so that's 1 block. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay? Let's just count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to replace this block here with just a different one, so you know, the 7th block. And we're going to put the torch on it, alrighty? Now, you're going to want to make this roughly 36 blocks long. It can be longer, shorter, and these can be tiled. It doesn't matter how long you make it. Just make sure you have enough hoppers to collect items. So in my case, I'm going to make it 36 blocks long and make it completely identical to the one I built over there. So let's get building. Alright, so we've built 36 blocks in this direction, and we're going to do this process on this end as well. And we're going to connect both ends together. Alright, so in this area, okay, you want to find the middle, which is this right here, okay? We found in the middle, we've connected both of these areas together. Now we want to kind of fill in all of this area, okay? With, again, any block you want, because these are all the spawning spaces. Alright, so I'm just going to use a command here, but if you're in survival mode, you're going to be filling all this area in without commands. But for time's sake, I'm just going to use commands, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, we've gotten this area now completely filled in, alright? Now we're going to put the outer rim around it, okay? And this is where all the other blocks are going to go. And instead of using these new crimson stems, because I'm not sure if mobs can spawn on them, I have not tested it yet, so I'm going to build the outer rim with a different block. We're going to use polished granite, okay? Again, you don't have to use polished granite. I'm just doing this for the tutorial, so you know where to place the torches. So we're gonna just go along the rim on this end here, okay? On the long sides, we're gonna put these the outer rim on, and put the torches on the granite, okay? And then repeat on this side as well. Alrighty, so we've gotten this area completely lit up on both ends. And this is going to be the spawning layer for the first layer, okay? This is going to be a spawning platform for the first layer. Now, it's time to place the trapdoors down inside of here, okay? Inside this drop chute, we're going to put the trapdoors down so the mobs think these are full blocks as they go and walk onto here to fall down. Trust me, it's worth putting trapdoors down. It's very inefficient otherwise. And then we're going to go to the other side and place the trapdoors down as well. Make sure when you're doing this, make sure the trapdoors are on the top layer, okay? Either way, once we get all the trapdoors down, we're going to want to open up all the trapdoors. Now, once we do this, we're going to want to build another layer, because this layer here, I mean, it's good, but it's better to build another layer, but really, in reality, if you want just a good farm, this will work fine alright here. But if you want it to be insane, you can, of course, layer it up as many times as you want. Now, you've already seen me do the first layer, so I'm just going to show you how to do the second one just slightly. So we just, again, just make a 2-block gap, alright, so you can walk under it, so the other mobs can walk under it. And we're just basically going to copy everything that we did on this layer, just up 1 layer, and I will be right back. Alright, time to place the torches down. Alrighty, we've gotten the 2 layers done, and again, they're already falling down, okay? Now, I want you to just make sure of one thing, and the one thing I want you to make sure of is, make sure there is no hoglins chasing after you, okay? If a hoglin is chasing after you, it will attack you, and maybe even hit you off the edge. So you want to make sure, again, you want to make sure there is no hoglins chasing after you, because that is a long drop. Either way, so once we do this, we want to fill the sides in so they don't fall off the side, okay? Because that could actually happen. The hoglins and all other creatures can fall off the side and die down there, and they won't fall into the drop chute where the hoppers will be. So I'm going to use glass just so you can actually see the inside for the tutorial, just so you guys know what it looks like. And again, you want to make sure there is a 2-block tall gap on the top here, so they can't just jump out, okay? Make sure you have at least a 2-block gap, and I'm going to just real quickly cover and surround all the sides here with glass, and I will be right back. Alrighty here, so we've filled in the area, and real quick, just to show you how good and effective this thing is, we come up to here, and as you see, all of these mobs are spawning, and it's this much spawning on both layers, and they're all falling down to their absolute doom. Now, I do know for a fact, okay, it will spawn more of these hoglins if you are lower in the world. But the thing is, the lower you go, if you're not on the nether roof, okay, the lower you go, they're gonna have more and more work to do. The reason why is because you want to have as many spawning spaces just in that one spot as you can. And if you built it down here, you would have to put slabs or buttons on every single block that a mob can spawn on, which I bet you don't want to do because that'd be insanely hard unless you're running a server with a couple hundred players. Then it will probably be worth it, but otherwise, no. Either way, so the next challenge I have for you is to build the perimeter of the drop chute. Now, the perimeter of the drop chute will be going all the way down to bedrock, okay? So, let's just keep building, and it doesn't matter what block you use. Again, make sure it's not sand, gravel, anvils, and stuff along that along that line that falls. And make sure it's not TNT, of course, because you don't want this place to blow up. Either way, let's just get building. And yes, I am building this out of glass, just for demonstration purposes, so you can see what I am building. And the actual things falling down inside. And of course, fill in the edges as well. Alrighty, so we filled in the glass here, and it's time to go on to one of the final steps of building this monstrosity. And that is putting oak signs down to hold the lava up in the air to catch the hoglins on fire, to turn the hoglins into cooked pork. Now you're going to fill it up with lava. There's no exact spot, but right there, it's just about a quarter of the way down, okay? It doesn't have to be all the way down to the ground, and this won't kill them on, completely, because they'll die when they hit the ground, and it still counts as a death from the flames in a way, and all out, you just fill in this area here with signs, and that's basically all you have to do. And you don't have to write on the signs either. Alrighty, so once you put the signs in, you're gonna just want to put some lava in, and it doesn't matter where you put the lava, as long as the lava covers all of the signs, okay? And make sure, it covers all the signs. And you don't have to go over and put, both sides of the source blocks down. You don't have to be super precise. Just as long as the lava is covering the area, just like so. We didn't do it on both sides, we just did it on one side, and that right there will make their pork turn into cooked pork, which is the food you want to eat. Now, once you're down here, okay, you want to put a hopper system down. Alright, by the way, this is going to give you a whole bunch of leather. I don't know if I mentioned that, but it's going to give you a whole bunch of leather. But now it's time to put a hopper system down. So, you're going to need yourself quite a lot of hoppers. And for the hopper system and storage system I'm going to build here, it's going to use roughly 20 chests and 20 hoppers and about another 50 hoppers. So just make sure you have a lot of hoppers, okay? You're going to want to fill up all of these areas down here. Oh, you're going to need 144 hoppers and then 20 others if you want to do the storage how I do it. So you're going to just fill up an area. So we're going to fill it up right here with, again, all the hoppers. Alright, so you are going to want the hoppers 3 blocks off the ground. The reason why is because, again, you're getting a metric butt ton of food and items dropping down from here. So what you're going to want to do is make the hoppers 3 blocks off the ground, okay? And it will just keep going along, okay? Just continue making a strip if you run out of room. And basically what you do here is you put the chests in a row, okay? You put the chests in a row down here like that. And then you, of course, get your hoppers, and you put the hoppers on the chests. And then you have a hopper line going along the top, which the hopper, this hopper here, sucks the items out of here, and then this hopper puts the items into the chest. Quite simple, to say the least. And also, you want to hold shift down when placing the hoppers down. If you don't know how to do that, yes, you hold shift down so you don't open up the UI. And you just want to cover all of this area, and make sure you're aiming at the hoppers when you're placing more and more hoppers down, because if you put a hopper here, it's not going to go anywhere. You're just aiming into the glass. You're going to aim straight at the hoppers. And fun fact, if you're building this in creative mode, if you hold down shift and space bar, you actually don't fall, which is quite neat. Alright, and that means you can go over and do this without having to play around with your controls, trying to hold shift down while placing blocks down. And also, if you are down here when someone is, if you are down here, just make sure your volume, or you're not wearing headsets and you have everything too loud. The reason why is because these hoglins are very loud, okay? And you don't want to blow your ears out. Blowing your ears out is not really the best thing to do. Also, right there, see, it's fine if your hoppers are aiming into another hopper, okay? As long as it's not just going in a circle. Either right there, we have completed that right there. A hopper layer, 3 blocks in the air. Now, again, we want to build a storage system over here. It doesn't matter how big you build the storage system, as long as you build the storage system in a way it works. And how I would build it is you get your last layer of hoppers, okay? And you aim one of the hoppers at the other, which means it's just one layer, or one row coming out of here. So you use less hoppers. And then again, you just build your, you put your chests down, and also you need to shift to hold, you need to shift to place all of these chests down. Now we're going to be doing a 30-minute test. Okay, we're going to do a little 30-minute time lapse of how many mobs and stuff, see how many drops we get. And you probably already know roughly how many if you look in the title, but we're going to be doing a little challenge, or not challenge, we're going to do a test here to see how many we actually do get. And my guess is we're going to get a lot of cooked pork, okay? That's just my guess. Alrighty, so we've gotten all the hoppers down here, alright? And now you want to build up about 30-ish, 40-ish blocks in the air above the spawner, okay? To ensure that the mobs are spawning just right above the spawner, okay? And then just go up, and I would say right around here, okay? Just go up until you start seeing that happen. And once you see this happen, you know you've made it high enough to where the farm works. And I'm just going to let it run for a few moments here just so you can see how, the mobs are falling down there. And they're falling down there and catching on fire. So, since they're catching on fire, they're going to fall down here, and of course, they fall down, and then they land on the ground and die. And once they die, it all goes into the hoppers over here, and as you can see here, just from that, we've gotten that many cooked pork chops. Either way, let's just grab everything out of the chests, and once I get up here, we're going to do the test, as experimental as we possibly can. Alright, the chests are all cleared. We're 30 blocks off the ground here. I'm just going to make a little platform here, but yeah, we're 30 blocks off the ground here. We're going to do a little time lapse of about maybe 15-20 minutes, half hour, and we will be back to find out how many of what items we got. So, starting now. Alrighty, I am back. It's been about 17 minutes, and I have found out it spawns a lot better when you're a little bit higher. So I'm currently at 234 instead of the 30 blocks at 223. So basically go up about 40 blocks, okay? So go about 40 blocks higher than the actual farm, and you're gonna have a whole bunch of hoglins falling. Now, again, it's changed, but let's just do this, okay? We broke that. Let's just see how many we've gotten in 20 minutes. So we've gotten a stack and 44 leather. We've gotten ourselves 5 pieces of gold, which is about a little bit more than half of a gold ingot. And then we've gotten ourselves 4 rotten flesh. We've gotten ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 33. Well, 11 stacks, 33 of cooked pork chops. So all out, this is a very efficient farm. It'll pay for itself quite fast. And also, again, make sure that you're away from anything that will ever bond spaces up. Either way, that's going to be calling it for today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please leave a like, because this tutorial took me a long time to work out. And also, check out Mango. I forgot to mention him. I'm sorry. Please go check out Mango. He's gonna be in the description below. He does a whole bunch of in-depth tutorials in Minecraft, and he's all out. If you want to know how to do anything, go to Mango. But he didn't create this farm, but he is gonna cover a bunch more stuff. Either way. Also, subscribe if you are new, because 63.0 of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. So, I'm gonna wait here until you subscribe if you aren't already. I'm waiting. Alright, thank you for subscribing, PewDiePie. Either way, I hope you all enjoyed the video. See y'all next time. Don't forget to share this with your friends. If you want any help building this tutorial and stuff along that line, just be sure to share the video with your friends. Either way, see y'all next time. Have a wonderful day, and until next time, I'm out.